That's not a knife. That's a knife. Welcome back, everybody. Faithful EDC here with you today. Today we've got a little something different. If y'all seen my short this morning, we are carrying the Concept Thunderhead. This one here is the 80s camo carbon. I have done a review on this before with the carbon fiber inlay. This one here has that 80s camo. Had to grab it. Found out I had a anodized titanium bead, so I threw a little bit of Pink Panther. That pulls out these pink stripes in it real well. Absolutely beautiful knife. Love the Concept Thunderhead. Can't get enough of it. But got a little something different for y'all today. Today's not going to be about knives. It is going to be about EDC pens. Different ones that I've collected over the years. What's my favorite? I'll give you some prices, some options, some different variations that you can get. And let's just start down here at the end. So Olight sells these here, the Olight O-Pen Mini. Really nice, lightweight, super small, compact, great to throw in your pocket, shirt pocket, pants pocket, or in your go bag. That's where they usually stay on mine, is in the go bag. Love these. These guys, 10 to 12 bucks, $13, maybe something like that. Of course, I've got the red variant. They have green, black. I'm sure there's a blue one of some sort. And then they came out with a different variation, the O-Pen Mini 2. So this one here is a little bit of an upgrade. It's a little bit bigger, as you can see there. Size comparison, about a ½ inch bigger. This one here still has the bolt action pen, but what it does have that the other one doesn't is a pencil that comes out the top. So you've got pencil lead that is replaceable up top here, and then of course you have your ink pen down there at the bottom. This as well, 13, 15 bucks, something like that is what these go for. Great compact EDC pens. This one right here came from me here just recently. This one here is the, which one is it? The Right in the Rain number 20. So a bolt action, plastic pressurized case. All Right in the Rain is, I think, the pressurized. You can write upside down, writes in water, all of that stuff. So you've got that Right in the Rain pressurized casing for your ink. So really great. They also did send some Right in the Rain notebooks that I would like to highlight. Truly do appreciate Right in the Rain for sending these. These have been going with me in my go bag here. Real nice little, note takers. It's got some information, measurements and stuff. 1 foot's 12 inches, 36 inches is 1 yard, 3 feet is 1 yard, some helpful knowledge. It is a gridlock pattern, so you have your solid lines, and then vertically you've got your dash lines, and then they have this flip book here. Also, Right in the Rain, all weather, same thing, just a little bit bigger. Great to keep with you. So these two notebooks are definitely going to be used here very soon. I don't know what I've got all over that. Something sticky. Probably some food of some sort, since it was sitting on my desk during lunch. This right here is a great setup. So Right in the Rain is $13.95 on their site, and these guys are like 6 to 12 bucks. So really inexpensive for the ability to write in any weather condition, wet, dry. Definitely go check out Right in the Rain. Truly appreciate them for sending this out for me to check out. We will do another video on them in the future, but just wanted to highlight them right now. The Right in the Rain ink pen, it is a triangular shape, so it's super comfortable. It is very small. That bolt action gets out of the way for you to write in and works pretty good. A little bit thick on the ink. I really like super extra fine, so 0.38 is usually my go-to ink cartridge. So this one here is like a number 7, so it's really, really thick for me. You got a lanyard hole and everything in this. So cool, super comfortable. 14 bucks on this guy. Great, great EDC pen. The next one up here, we have the Big Eye Design Baseline. So I have modified a Pilot G2. I have cut down the end, stole a spring from a Pilot G2 pen, and I have rigged this pen to be able to accept my 0.38 cartridges that I love so much. So super extra fine. This one here was really my first titanium pen. I've had some other, tactical pens, but the first titanium pen. This one here is DLC coated. I did get in on the Kickstarter when these guys were released. The only downside or negative that I have with this one is that when I am writing and I twist just enough, I kick the thing out. So I do break over that barrier there quite often in the middle of writing. It's just something that happens and you're just not used to it, or you're not paying attention. Happens, go to write, you don't have any ink out. Maybe it's because my hands are too big or I don't write correctly, but still a great pen. Just be mindful that it is a little bit shorter, and you could have the possibility of losing that ink cartridge, or it flopping out and stopping writing. The next Big Eye that I have is a TKL Knives exclusive. They did the limited drop with their nickel boron coating. This one here is, this guy here was $65. So $65 on the baseline. I think I've got it at like 40 or 50 bucks or something like that through the Kickstarter. This one right here is the regular bolt action pen. This is the one that they have patents on that accepts 100 plus different cartridges. So as you can see, I use this pen a lot. As you tell, all the ink is gone out of that one, or a lot of it is out. So on this one here, you just twist this down until you get it to your desired depth, and there it is. That's as far out as I want. So then whenever I push it out, there you go. That's exactly how much is the tip. So if I wanted it to stick out just a little bit more, I could come down. A little bit less, I could come down that way. So it's fully adjustable for hundreds of ink refills. So it all depends on what ink refill you're using, is how long your ink pen is. This one here, I don't have as much issue since it sticks out a little bit farther. As you can see there, it doesn't get in my way. So that is more than likely the main issue. Price on this titanium, well, not this one per se, but the regular Big Eye Design Titanium is $100. These ones with TKL were a little bit more expensive since they were a collab, but y'all know me, I like TKL, so I had to get in on one of those. Now we're going into non-titanium on this guy here. These next two, these guys are aluminum Bastion pens. Absolutely love these guys. Again, I'm going to work on getting some refills for these, but been loving these for quite some time. This one here is the slim, and then the regular version. So this regular version is much thicker. The one issue I have with these guys is they are super slippery, and so as you are writing, it does tend to slide down on you since there is nothing to keep your hands in place. Bolt action on this is great. They do have a very deep pocket to catch your bolt, but works great, fun to fidget with, helps me through some meetings. I'm sure I annoy the team on during the meetings with these guys, but both of these are awesome knives. The slim is $29.91, and the regular is $31.99. They do have a titanium variant of this for $55.88. So you're right there in the $60-ish range for a titanium. Not too bad. One of my very first tactile knives, or tactical knives, was this one here, the Smith and Wesson. So this is like a Kubotan pressure point pin. You pull it out and slide it over, and there's your pin, right? And then you close it. I still do carry this one to this day. Love it. It's great to have for pressure points, or for, you know, letting somebody know you're there, without endangering anybody. The next one here, this one here is $54.99 from what I could tell on my research online. This one here is Blackjack Knives. Blackjack Knives, it is a twist to extend your lead there. Not my favorite knife. Probably an aluminum knife. This one here is $7.99. So super cheap on the aspect of price, but still pretty cool. You can use this for pressure point as well if need be, but this, the twisting is what gets me on this one. I'm just not a huge fan of that twist action. But still a great knife, and this one's pretty cheap, $7.99. My next one that I had, second tactical ink pen, was this Cobra Tech. So this is the Cobra Tech OTF. Pretty cool. I don't know why, but I had to have it. So I've got an OTF on my ink pen. It does have a lockout feature, so that way it will not come out. The ink pen on this is another twist, so that's probably why I'm not carrying it as much as I used to, because I've got these new bolt actions, and they're just not as comfortable and fun to use, to keep my brain occupied while I'm using it. But the OTF pen is $90. I don't know what it was when I bought it. Definitely wasn't $90 when I bought it, because I wouldn't have bought it for that. Next option is not present, so we have a gap here. It currently is on its way back here from being customized. Knife Residue here on YouTube and over on TikTok, Nice Knives. I sent my Bolt Action Tactile Knife Company pen to him to get some custom anodizing done. Looking forward to getting that back. But we do have the side click variant. So click on the back, and the side is a retraction. So another fidget factor on this guy for me. Fun to play with, really enjoy it. And of course I did, like I did on a couple of the other ones before, like on that baseline there, I have modified a Pilot pen ink and cut the end off, and so that way I can have the correct ink cartridge for me, which is that Pilot G2 .38, and so does the Bolt Action. So they both have that Pilot G2 .38 ink pen. The Bolt Action is 99 bucks, and the tactile side click is $119. Matte pricing on that. So these are a little bit more expensive, but these guys here have micro milling. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer here. It's got that micro milling. Super comfortable. Definitely has way better retention. Keeps your fingers where it needs to be. So pretty cool on this one. Our next one here is the Tacray Spinium. So this one is a titanium, has some kind of wave pattern on it, and it does have a, you guessed it, fidget spinner. Spins for quite some time. Pretty cool ink pen. This guy here is, I guess you want to call it ambidextrous, so right or left hand carry. So you can go either way with this one. That one's open and that's open. This one here has a lot lighter spring than any of my other bolt actions, so it makes it really easy to use, and still a pretty comfortable knife. It is super thin and slim on this guy, but definitely the right size. The Tacray Spinium, $70 for this variant, with that blue wave pattern on there. Pretty cool ink pen. And then last but not least, this is not a writing utensil. This is a self-defense tool. Also does write on metal, steel, anything like that. This is a titanium pointed Sharpie. So this is what I use to scribe or mark on like metal. Can also be used in a, you know, defensive needs. But the most point is to scratch or scribe marks through, you know, measuring and cutting and stuff like that. That's what I use this for. Definitely does good for you to scratch like a piece of steel and then your Sharpie, and then it doesn't, you know, it doesn't come off easier. These Sharpies here, you can find them, you know, anywhere from $10 to $35. This one here came from Tack Knives, TAKKNIVES, tacknives.com. And their price tag was $34.95. I did not pay that for this. I got it for like $5 or $6. So definitely prices have gone up on these guys, but I just wanted to bring you guys something a little bit different than on my normal knife review. Sorry this was a little bit rambly, but hopefully in all of these options you could find yourself one or two ink pens that you might like. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for coming back and checking this video out. If you guys need any help with links with these, give me a shout in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and share on these videos. Truly would appreciate it. And as always, take care and God bless.